Hello and welcome to the best channel with the best what ifs on YouTube. This video is part 7 of my what if Kurapika went after the Phantom Troupe story. So if you're new, please like and subscribe to help the channel keep growing. Then check out the playlist on my channel so you can watch this story from the beginning. But if you're ready, you can stay right here as the intro plays and the video starts. As Killua races to find Kurapika, he sees Chrollo and his brother Kaluto, so he slides to a stop and tries to decide what to do next. Killua ignores Chrollo for now, but keeps a close eye on him as he turns to his brother and asks Kaluto, "Why are you here, helping the Phantom Troupe?" And Killua tries to continue, but Kaluto stops him saying, "I don't have to answer to you anymore, Killua. You only care about your friend and Alluka now." Killua is hurt by his brother's words, but he lets Kaluto continue. Kaluto tells him, "We used to be like best friends. We would play together, train together, and then you just left me." Killua finally stops his brother saying, "I left because of how crazy Mom and the rest of the family are. I didn't want to just keep killing people for money." Kaluto stops Killua again saying, "Exactly, you know how our family is, and you still left me with them. You even went back for Alluka, but never seemed to remember me." Killua wants to defend himself, but stops as he realizes he never did think about how Kaluto felt about him leaving. Killua starts apologizing, but Kaluto again interrupts him saying, "Now it's too late for apologies. I've started on my own journey, without you or your help. So I don't need your acceptance anymore. But I do want you to realize I'm just as strong, if not stronger than you, Killua." Kaluto starts building up his nin as Killua begins pleading with him to calm down. He says, "Kaluto, this isn't the time. Let's just talk about things. We're still family. It's never too late to talk." But Chrollo just laughs and cheers on Kaluto. He congratulates him on setting a goal and tells him to do whatever it takes to accomplish it. Chrollo continues saying, "I'm sure this family feud can be settled without too much bloodshed." So as Kaluto tries to start a fight with the uncooperative Killua, Chrollo thinks to himself, "The others haven't shown up yet. They may need some help. And what kind of example would I be showing if I didn't follow my own orders?" Chrollo tells Kaluto to rush back to the safe house after he's done talking with Killua. Next, Chrollo decides to try out his new fighting ability with Melody. As he makes his way back inside the hotel, to his surprise, a large force of low-level hunters have entered the building, under Parson's orders. Parson has already fled to safety, happy with the chaos he caused for the day, and is thankful for the chance to test some of his new toys that were left over from the human chimera ant hybrids the Hunter Association confiscated from NGL. Despite this, Chrollo still presses forward, taking out several hunters and chimera ants. The ease that Chrollo kills with is terrifying, as he fights through the enemies with the power of an enhancer, sending his opponents flying with every hit, but also the skill worthy of the leader of the Phantom Troupe as he switches through abilities, each perfect for the situations he finds himself in. Finally bored of playing with these low-level fighters, he conjures a jar filled with water, that when opened unleashes a stream of water, washing Parson's soldiers away into a cement-like trap, leaving them helplessly stuck. Chrollo makes his way back to the other Phantom Troupe members and sees a battle going on. Not only can he see Phaeton and Nobunaga fighting Hisoka and Kurapika, but he can also see that the remaining Chimera Ant hybrids are unsuccessfully trying to capture Finks and Machi. Chrollo turns on a headset he brought for the job and tells the others to move into position. The troupe quickly break away from their own battles to meet back with Chrollo. Hisoka sees Chrollo and is instantly ecstatic, but Kurapika is nervous. He tells Hisoka, "We need to leave while we can. The troupe is obviously planning something." But Hisoka pushes Kurapika away, saying, "If you're too scared to follow through, just leave now. I don't care what it takes. I'll squash every one of those bugs beneath my foot." But as Hisoka watches the troupe more closely, he also begins to feel on edge. The troupe, all equipped with the same headset, turn them on, covering their ears as Chrollo brings his puppet of Melody slowly to the front line. Kurapika is shocked and confused as he watches his friend stand in front of the Phantom Troupe. The remaining Chimera ants rush towards the spiders as Kurapika tries yelling for Melody to move. But Chrollo gives his orders, telling Melody to play the Dark Sonata, and as she does, a sickening sound flows from her flute. As the music hits the Chimera ants' ears, they instantly fall to the ground, writhing in pain as their bodies begin to deform right in front of the troupe's eyes. Hisoka and Kurapika are far enough away that the flute's soft sound barely reaches them over the screaming of the Chimera ants, but this still sends a sharp pain through their body. They both cover their ears from the pain, which is still enough to render them unable to move. Kurapika looks up to see Melody's body on the ground and covered in blood, further deformed by playing the Dark Sonata, but somehow, at Chrollo's command, she struggles to her feet. Chrollo laughs as he taunts Kurapika. "Aren't you happy to see your old friend here? I didn't recognize her at first, but, well, let's just say I never forget a pretty face. Don't worry, Kurapika, she didn't die in vain. In fact, she was able to finally destroy the Dark Sonata, just like she wanted to. It's too bad for her, though, that I really wanted the Dark Sonata, and now she's the only one who will ever know how to perform it. And with Shaunark's remote, I can make her play it whenever I want, no matter how much it destroys her." Kurapika tries telling Chrollo to go screw himself, but Chrollo points to his headset saying, "Sorry, we can't hear you. These headphones cancel out all sound that's not linked to them. You see, I was prepared for you this time. The only reason I've stayed here and played your little game is because I wanted the Dark Sonata. I had hoped to use its killing power to stop anyone from coming near Meteor City without our permission. But with its limited range and the damage it does to the user, it seems like a dead end. So now I'll just have to add it as another weapon to my arsenal to deal with the never-ending problems that come with living the life I live. Now, Phaeton, kill these guys and destroy this building." Phaeton laughs. "No problem, boss." Thanks to the damage he suffered in his fight with Hisoka and Kurapika earlier, he summons his Pain Packer suit and then his Rising Sun. The rest of the troupe rush out of the hotel, leaving the paralyzed Hisoka and Kurapika no way to stop the incoming sun from crashing into them. As the sun gathers its energy in the sky and slowly begins to fall, the Phantom Troupe collectively laugh as they make their escape, having finally won an encounter with the infamous chain user, Kurapika. As all hope is lost and the sun falls towards them, a flash of light appears, and then Kurapika hears an explosion. But he's not hurt. Kurapika notices that Killua has rushed in to save him from the attack. Killua could feel the massive aura stored in the attack from across the building, so he left the fight with his brother Kaluto to rush in with Godspeed and save Kurapika. And Hisoka too. Killua jokes that he didn't want to, but it felt wrong to just leave him there. Kurapika heals his wounds with his chains, and then thanks Killua for saving his life. "I'm just glad you showed up when you did," Kurapika says, as he tries fixing the headache given to him by the Dark Sonata. Hisoka finally speaks up, barely able to hide his anger at letting Chrollo escape. "What the hell was that sound anyway?" Kurapika thinks and tries explaining with what little knowledge he has on the Dark Sonata, telling Hisoka, basically it's a song written by the devil that can kill you if you play it or listen to it. He then explains that they must have just barely heard it, sparing them from the death the Chimera ants had to face. Killua can see that Kurapika is sad and says, "I'm sorry about your friend. I didn't know them, but they didn't deserve whatever Chrollo's done to them." Hisoka interrupts the two boys saying, "Well, I'm out of here. I need to find some headache medicine, then plan my next attack." "Don't be long, Kurapika. I'll be waiting for you to call me." Hisoka then heads out, leaving Killua free to ask more questions about the situation. But Kurapika again apologizes, saying, "I'm sorry, I can't do this right now. I'm too hurt from the fight, and my head feels like it's about to split in half. But don't worry, we'll think of a way to deal with Kaluto and the troupe tomorrow," Kurapika assures him. Killua nods his head and heads to the couch so he can get some rest too. But as they both lay down, they can't help but wonder what will happen next in this war with the Phantom Troupe. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know what you're thinking of the stories. But that's it for now. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you all next time.